Hey everyone, it's me. I want to talk about how I was able to heal from parental estrangement, breakups, etc., and why I'm smiling today. And I had to make the decision to change my focus and to change my mindset. And something a friend of mine said to me years ago was very, very, very poignant. I worked with a woman who had lost her husband of many years, and I said, "Why is it that you're smiling every day despite your loss?" She says, "It's so much better to laugh than to cry." And I believe there's a time to cry, a time to laugh, a time for every purpose under heaven, and she's right. And I just noticed for me that I gravitate towards positive people, but that means in order for people to gravitate towards me, I had to become a positive person too. And so I decided, despite my losses, that I had to start changing my mindset and the energy I put out into this world. And I always say, for me, I think people are drawn to me because, well, for the most part, I'm positive, I'm happy, I try to keep it light. I've been there, I've done that, but I don't allow that to define or control me or create in me an identity that says I am a victim. Woe is me. My children are gone. I lost my dad. I suffered in certain things in the military. And most important, I don't want my trials and challenges to be the thing I project out into this world, because I can either project sadness, gloom, and doom, or I can say, well, I've been there, I've done that, and I've been through some tough things. But why do I want to bring other people down? So I always say, I want people to walk away from me saying, I am better because I have spent time with this person. I want people to walk away and say, my life has improved. I smiled, I laughed, I felt loved, I felt compassion, kindness, empathy, etc. And so it's not that I walk around saying, well, it's my responsibility to make sure everything's okay in this world. I just know that I don't want to lay my burdens onto other people. I was always asked, I was asked by my maternal grandmother why I never shared with her the trauma I suffered while I was in the service. And I said, well, Grandma, I don't want you to carry that. I don't want you to be sad when you're around me. I just don't. I want, when we're together, for us to have a positive time and things like that. And I want to save the traumas for my therapist, for the person who's being paid to deal with it. So when I walk out into this world, I can say, I can project gloom and doom and, oh, woe is me, and my life, is in the shitter because I wasn't treated well, or someone decided to break up with me, or my children are no longer around. I don't know. I just feel that if I want to be around positive people and I want to be around people that are joyful and happy, that I have to deal with the challenges one-on-one with a therapist, or maybe with a good friend, and not all the time. I want to talk about, if when my dad passed away, I reached out to my friends and they were there for me. But then, as much as they carry things for me, I want to carry for them. But it's got to be an equal load, and it can't be where I'm dumping on other people all of my problems, and I'm the only one having problems. It's got to be equal, but let's give it 5 minutes. Let's talk about it and let's get back on track. I know your dad passed away, but there's so much more to live for. I know your kids are gone, but there's so much more to live for. You're still here. And what are you going to do with the time that you are granted? So let's say I have 24, if I see the doctor, he says you got 24 hours to live. Who am I going to spend it with? My husband, his sister, her you know, her stepdaughter, my husband's nephews, people that I love, my friends. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's how I think of this world, or think of how I live in this world and the difference I can make in the lives of others. So just wanted to share that. It's all about focus, and it's all about what we bring to the table. And you can either bring gloom and doom, or you can bring joy and happiness. So that's it. I'll be back.